The concept of going to the basement is mentality, and it's when you go to a physical place or put yourself in a position physically, like where you're at, to go to the basement, which is a mentality that you're creating for yourself. Whether I'm driving this Cadillac or whatever, I'm gonna go to the basement, once a day, where I kind of insult myself mentally and say, because that's what drives me. So whatever you got to do, but mentally, like, dull things around you, darken things, create a reality for yourself that will drive you forward, a momentary reality in your mind. Because when you start getting a little successful compared to everyone else, you're feeling pretty good. But going to the basement is where you raise your mental standards, and you kind of, myself, get down on myself. Like, I haven't accomplished shit. I'm 23 and I don't have the Rolls Royce like I want to have that by 24. And it looks like I'm not going to get it until I'm 25. So that's not where I want to be. So I need to step things up. And it's kind of like where you like just furrow your brow and tunnel vision. I don't know, for myself, I just call that going to the basement, is when, where you darken things around yourself. You turn off the lights. I'm trying to like depict a basement, but a mentality where, because that's what drives me when I get down on myself, because I have such higher standards, and that's the only way to kind of pull yourself. If you compare yourself to other people and you start doing well, that's going to be tough. You compare yourself to yourself, there you go. Compare yourself to God, whatever it might be. But going to the basement is where you raise your standards and you give yourself that little hype talk, that shit talk to yourself, where you're like, we haven't even scratched the surface yet. We haven't even accomplished any of the shit I wanted to accomplish. I'm somewhere completely different than I wanted to be and are planned to be, and I'm happy for myself. But this is nothing compared to where I'm going to be in a year from now. This is nothing. And to realize that in a moment, I would call going to the basement, where you can go to the top floor and feel like I'm the man, yeah. And it could be a reality, and that's a scary place to be. You don't want to stay there for long. And the same with the basement. If you go to the basement and you motivate yourself, you get excited about all the things you could accomplish, not about the stuff you've already have accomplished. Forget about all that. Imagine you've accomplished nothing and then go to the basement, if that makes sense.